Do you hear that? My sanity about to break while everyone I know's out. On a trip, on a boat, on a lake. I'm tired of feeling all FOMO, babe. I don't even care if we stay home. Put our to-do list on ice. Crank the AC to 79 and make a little island right here. And there ain't a palm tree inside, but there's not a cloud in your blue eyes. If we need a drink, I'll be the bartender. I got a fifth of Patron and a blender, baby. Slipping on a swimsuit is overrated. We don't need a beach to get a half naked. Life's too short, let's not waste it. Cause paradise is wherever we make it. Paradise is wherever we make it. Till the sun's up Monday. We'll tell our phones, do not disturb. I got my straw hat, babe. And you can finally pull the tags on your Tommy Bahama shirt. Blue crush up on the 85-inch sound machine. When we wanna hear the ocean, I think everything we need is right here. And there ain't a palm tree inside, but there's not a cloud in your blue eyes. If we need a drink, I'll be the bartender. I got a fifth of Patron and a blender, baby. Slipping on a swimsuit is overrated. We don't need a beach to get a half naked. Life's too short, let's not waste it. Cause paradise is wherever we make it. Paradise is wherever we make it. Oh, this view of you, it's got everything I need. Yeah, the rooms, they're cheap. And if we don't wanna, we don't ever, ever, ever have to leave. Yeah, there might not be a palm tree inside, but there's not a cloud in your blue eyes. If we need a drink, I'll be the bartender. I got a fifth of Patron and a blender, baby. Slipping on a swimsuit is overrated. We don't need a beach to get a half naked. Life's too short, let's not waste it. Cause paradise is wherever we make it. Paradise is wherever we make it. AC to 79. Paradise is wherever we make it.
It's another warm one. It's another warm one. And when I mean warm, it's probably going to be the hottest day of the year so far. How are we, Chernobyl? Good morning, dude. Good morning, good morning. How are we? We have got a live going, but I think we're going to start again. I think we are going to start again. Where did we log out? Oh, we logged out in Severograd, didn't we? Yeah, let's start again. Let's log in, let's start again. It's F11. How long does the heat last during the summer? So this is exceptional for us, Chernobyl. This isn't really what we're used to. Like, we only get kind of like mid-20s, high 20s, might touch the 30s. But I think it's going to get cooler again towards the weekend, I think. So the weekend's going to be a lot cooler, which is quite good. I'm well up for that. Not a man of the heat. Prefer cold, but not too cold. We are getting in. I think we're going to F11. We're going to start again. Yeah, we're up at Severograd, but I think we should start again. Yeah, let's start again. Let's do it. Decision has been made. Oh god, I've forgotten something. Is overrated. Get half naked, life's too short. Let's not waste it. Cause paradise is wherever we make it. Right. F11. Oh god, there's wolves up here as well. There's wolves up there. You know what? It was those same wolves that, you know, we hit those wolves yesterday in Severograd. It was wolves there. It's probably the same ones. I think the wolves are broken. I think they're very much broke. Wake the town up. We did, yeah. We F11 with a big shotty. I can hear wolves in the background as well. Oh, are we in? Where do we think we are? I've got a feeling I know where I am. I was gonna go Kamashovo until I saw that white telegraph pole there. I reckon we're on the main road. I reckon we're on the main road to Kamashovo. Behind me, just off to my left, is Skalitsi. And then you've got those two buildings on the side of the road. You ready? Oh, no, come on. I was up the road. There's Skalitsi. I was further. My first impressions were right. It was either Cami, right, on this side of Cami, or it was on that side of Cami by Skalitsi. Damn it. We were a million miles off. Yeah, so we weren't far off. We're only down the road a touch. I think we might head over to Skalitsi. I'm not sure though. Does the mic sound okay, Chernobyl? Only reason I ask is that I turned off some enhancement this morning on the mic. So it should sound normal, but I've turned it off because people are saying that it's messing up their audio. I think I'd be okay with a GeoGuess game on DayZ, you know. I think it'd be alright. Well, depends if we went up north or not. I don't know. I might get a little bit confused going up north then. Do we have a bit of a... There is a boat over there. I can see the motor on it. I think we go across to Skalitsi, you know. We're going to see if we can pick up a Tundra or something like that. Yeah, I turned off a setting this morning on the audio settings. Something Windows had put up. It was something about... Oh, that reminds me. No. I cannot get... the announcements to work on Discord for when I go live on YouTube. I refreshed it last night. I reconnected the channel a lot. Just seen stream elements just come in then. Yeah. That is a shame. That is a shame. We'll give it a bit because we've only been live, what, 10 minutes? 8 minutes. So we'll give it a time to sort itself out. There was something Jay said last night. He said yesterday that he's not getting notifications. I was like, oh, okay, let me just check. And yeah, there's not been a Discord notification for about 2 months. So I don't know what's happened. They say, don't they? If it's not fixed, don't touch it. So you leave it and then it breaks. You're like, okay. Okay. So yeah, we'll give it a bit. We'll see if it... Yeah, I'm not a fan of Discord notifications. Did I just craft a large... Since when does a Shield Llama give you... Okay, start again. Yeah, mate, I came out of a lot of Discords about 6 months ago. It was just too much. It was just too much. so I come out of a lot of them, and the ones I'm in now, I just mute, mate, because the notifications can be absolutely horrendous, can't they? Just constantly. So yeah, delete them. So I had to sign in last night to the streamer bot thing and sort of re-establish it back to the channel. It should do it, but it hasn't done it yet. And I know it always used to do it later than the stream, so I would go live and then sort of 15 minutes later, the notification would show up. Is that a train? I think it is a train. Yeah, rip the hammer. I thought I'd get some little stones out of that, you know, so I could make a knife, but nope. Seeing those sneakers there, right? On one of the servers I used to play on, they had the streamer sneakers, whereby you could join their Discord and request that your logo gets put on the black sneakers. And used to replace that with like your logo. They don't do it anymore, which is a real shame, because I used to love trying to find the sneakers of other streamers. There's I think there's 4 videos it's up, where I think I found 80 something in the end. Yeah, 4 of them. I do, Chernobyl, I do. BK18, we got an 18, haven't we? Yeah. Yeah, I got four of them, mate. Someone's been here and they dropped out all their loot and then legged it. Have they gone across to the island? If so, when? Yeah, I used to play a lot of it, and then I'd sort of go around collecting sneakers and then just taking screenshots of them. I thought it was a really, really good touch for the server. I probably suspect that they do away with it now, because one, it probably takes a lot of managing, right? You know, if you've got like thousands of requests to put your logo in, then that's a lot of work in it. Did they have the mod with a shoe rack too? Not sure. I don't recall seeing a shoe rack, but they may have done. I don't know. If we can find a spark plug here, which I'm pretty sure we might, we're gonna hit that boat, get in it, and drive across. There is a new short up as well, guys. Oh yeah, someone's already been here. Someone's beating us to it. I did think they had. I did think they had, didn't I? So this is recent then. Someone's been here in the last 10 minutes. Oh yeah, can you? Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? That would be good, Chernobyl. I do like that idea. I should really close the door. Yeah, that would be a cool idea, mate. Imagine then if you had a base. I mean, the server didn't have bases, but let's just say if it did have a base, you could fill your base with a shoe rack, right? And then put all your sneakers on the shoe rack. That would be pretty cool. I'm gonna suggest that maybe our friend has gone across to Skalitza, you know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, like you just said, that's actually a better idea. Because you wouldn't have to have a base. That's actually a better idea. A barn, a random barn on DayZ, on the game. That's got... That's got a shoe rack on. That you can place the shoes on. Chernobyl, you are a genius. I wonder how far our friends are in front. I wonder. And is it now worth going Skellitsy? Probably is not worth it now. Morning, Chris. How are you, dude? Good morning, mate. As always, I'm never prepared here. As always. Good morning, Chris. How are you, dude? It is good to see you, sir. Give me some news, Bammers. How's the PC's running? The PC's running okay, mate. So this will be the second stream that we've done. So yeah, so this will be stream number 2 since we put it into single rail mode. Yeah, I did, like there's a lot of guns and a lot of ammo there, Chernobyl. So I'm wondering they've either gone across to the island or they've gone that way and up. I don't know. Might have cooled down overnight, but yeah, it's already hot, mate. It's in my little room. It's 25.6 already, and what is it? It's 10 a.m. Mate, I've struggled. I've struggled to get the house. I'm struggling to cool the house down. Doing well bad. We'll leave that actually. We'll wait till we find the jig. But yeah, it's running alright, mate. We streamed as long as I could yesterday. I think we streamed for like 5 hours in that heat. Yeah, my room started at 22 as well, mate. Yeah. No, correction. I think my room started at 24, actually. I think. Yeah, I think it did. So we streamed 5 hours yesterday. And there was no hiccups yesterday. So, yeah, we shall see how we go, Chris. Takes a week to cool down, does it, mate? Yeah, I bet it does. Because I probably... Yeah, we're in an old 1950s house, we are. And it just keeps all the bloody heat in, do you know what I mean? You just can't get rid of it in the summer. But in the winter, it's freezing. But, yeah, we'll see how we go, Chris. We shall see how we go. I've already been looking at power supplies. I've been looking at... I was looking at the HX 1500i from Corsair. However, it hasn't got a physical switch on the back to switch it to single or multi-rail, right? Because they want you to use this software, you know, the IQ software. It's all sort of hidden behind the software, right? And I'm pretty sure Be Quiet do a power supply with a physical switch on the back. My house was 10 years old yesterday. Nice, dude. A lovely new build. Lovely. Well insulated. Yeah, it'd be nice those new builds. Ours is a proper, you know, 1950s house, like. Americans here and the Brits complain about the heat. I know, mate. I know. I know. And you get it on Facebook as well. Oh, these people moaning about heat should what you like when you go on holidays, blah 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 blah. And I'm gonna say, well, first of all, if we were on holidays, we wouldn't be moaning about the heat, because we'd be by the pool with a pina colada, soaking the sun up with aircon, with all inclusive. If I go across to Skalitzia, I think we're gonna go. Cannot get in that, so I think if we go Skalitzia, right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go red, most probably. I think so, mate. Yeah, I definitely. And I always say, you know, when these people say, "Oh, but you wouldn't complain if you're on holiday," no, you wouldn't be complaining because you'd be on an all-inclusive, all you can drink, all you can eat, air-conditioned, large swimming pool, nice beach. So you wouldn't be complaining, right? Because you'd be enjoying it. But when you're stuck at home and you're stuck inside and you're trying to cool the rooms down, it's like it's impossible. They run their air conditioning even though, do they? Yeah, that's the thing with solar panels, isn't it? It's always, it's I find it quite bizarre in the UK that we're retrofitting homes with solar panels instead of fitting solar panels from... Like, we had our roof done about 3 years ago. Completely new roof by the council. Now, instead of sticking solar or sticking the brackets up there ready for solar, they've not done it. They've just... And like I said to the missus, why haven't they installed solar? Or why haven't they put the brackets up there for the solar, so when they're ready to go, they go, you know? They don't have to retrofit it, but yeah. Yeah, and that's how it should be, Chris. That's exactly how it should be. We've got a couple of new builds. We've got a couple of new builds by us. They haven't got a lot of solar, like they haven't got roofs full, but they've got a couple of panels on the top, which I believe they use to heat the water, I believe. But yeah, we are starting to make some ground, aren't we? But like, I think of all the roof space that we've got in the UK, all the factory roof spaces, all the shops, all the farms roof space, and I just don't. Yeah, I think we need to be doing more. I think so, Chris. I think so. I think that is a good idea, mate. Because I think the sun is never not going to stop shining, right? Modern AC system heater hope. Yeah, I know. I don't know what they've got. I was saying to my missus the other day that there's a couple of new builds. We've had a couple of new builds. Well, they put up a load actually in the last couple of years, to be fair to them. And it was on Facebook, and I was looking, and they've now gone back to storage heaters. I don't know if you've got that in yours, Chris. Have you got storage heaters, or have you or are you still on gas boilers? If it's 10 years old, you're probably on gas boilers. But I know a lot of them now are going, nah, yeah, yours is gas. I did think it might have been. Whereas a lot of these new builds now, they're going back to storage heaters. So I don't know if they're... Yeah, and heat pumps isn't... I was just going to get onto heat pumps as well. So I don't know if the solar panel is heating the... I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they seem to be going back now towards sort of storage heaters or heat pumps, yeah. Alright, we are going back to Cami. Yeah. Go back to Cami, find a knife. I want to get in this this tin of peaches. You think? Yeah, I think so. I think that's what a lot of places to do. So we had our the council replaced our boiler and a heating system about 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And I'll be very surprised in another 5, 6, 8 years that that we're not going, you know, that they're not going, you know, that they're going to turn around to us and say, oh, we need to put in heat pumps, blah blah blah. So yeah, but they make such a mess when they come in, Chris. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no respect for no one's house. The council, all they care about is they come in and they got to do the job as fast as they can to get out. There's just no respect for someone's house. And it's like we say to them, yes, okay, this might be your house, but this is our home. Yeah, they just come in and, yeah, they like, you know, we had our heating done, we had the electrics done about 10 years ago. And Chris, it was like, mate, it was like a fucking minefield here, dude. And then you go to the council and then you then say, oh, well, you haven't done this, you've done that, you haven't done this, you've left a mess. We now need to decorate. Can we have a decorating grant? Oh, no, we don't do decorating grants anymore. And we're like, well, hang on a minute. This is your mess. This isn't our mess. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't do that no more. So I'm very reluctant now to let him in. I am very reluctant to let him in. And when I do let him in, I've got, you know, I've got stuff on the floor. You know, sheets on the floor to help the mess and stuff, but they don't care. Fucking in and out, like. It's a Porter split air conditioner. I want to buy one for my wife's office. Really? From Medea. It's a Porter split air conditioner. Nice. I know a lot of people now have gone air conditioning in the UK and solar. How have we not gone red food? Remember the good old days when you could drink from the sea? I have no idea what the plan is today. So we're just gonna have a bit of a no idea what the plan is today. None. Got a nine on there. We should move that chair. Only allows to use you. Oh, okay, got you. It's a sort of a portable unit AC, but more efficient. Oh, I got you. Is that why you see the air conditioners? Like, yeah, they're like on the bolt to the window, aren't they, or something like that? They're on the outside, aren't they? Is that what they are? Okay. Right, they're the. Gotcha. Hence why you see so many of them. What was it like living in a HOA, Chernobyl? Because you see all these horror stories online about, you know, how bad these HOAs are. Yeah, that should give us a little bit of fluid as well. Oh, okay, yeah, I know you do see some some right horror stories about them. I've been in there once, and yeah, it's not that's all right. And if you live in a good one, but yeah, I've made. You see some videos online, and they're like, you gotta keep your grass green, and if your grass is not green, you gotta spray it and stuff. It's like Jesus. And I know what they're trying to do, you know, they're just trying to look after the area because it drives down the prices of their homes, but I think half the time I think, come on, just relax a little, it's fine. The one rule I hate the most is not being able to install split AC units. A co-worker got fined for having a children's play set in the backyard. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I'd have to move, you know. I'm out of here. One annoying thing about my house is I have to ask permission if I want to install anything on the front of the house, side and rear. Side and rear are fine. Why have you got to ask permission? Is that from... Who's that from, Chris? Another because the grass near the driveway was too... Wow, mate. No, I would be out with it. Oh, because your lease... Oh, I see. Yeah. I get you. Okay, I get you. Yeah, it's quite... There's never enough in that, you know? But there will... Oh, no, it's rope. That's why, Bam. Fuck's sake, Bammers. Oh, we can actually get in that, Nate. Yeah, yeah, those HOAs, some are absolutely off their head, aren't they? Some are... Yeah. Some are just in a different planet. I've seen a video of a HOA, and a guy gets a company to come and detail his car at home. So they're there for the day, and the guys come up to detail his car. So he's got his van on the drive, and he's put out a little board, an advertisement board. Not the guy who owns the house, but the guy who owns the company, because that's what he always does, right? Well, within a couple of minutes, the HOA are out. You cannot advertise. And he says, well, okay, well, you know, I'll take it all away. And, you know, he says, it's too late. Your van's advertising. And they're on about the van advertising. You can't work on your drive. And he said, but I'm not working on my drive. The guy's working. How am I meant to wash my car? You know, yeah, it was mad. Different from the rest of the country here, thankfully. My ground rent has never gone up good. Either has service charge and costs. Nice, dude. The Duke of Northumberland is actually a decent landowner compared to the Nightmare here, but yeah, sounds like it. Sound like it. Good morning, Coop. Good morning, sir. How are we? Oh, good evening, shall I say, Coop, rather. Yeah, I bet, Chris. I bet. Yeah. You're lucky then, mate. You're very lucky. Remember the last time we were in Cami? Was it last week? When we had that, we had those 2 free players, didn't we? We killed 2 of them. They kept running back for their loot. My parents' ground rent was 75p when the house was built in the 50s. Peppercorn rent, they call it. It's never changed. Wow. Wow. Yeah, some of the HOAs are, aren't they? Definitely are. I 1,000,000% agree. Yeah, and you could just watch them all day, every day online. There's just some of them are absolutely insane. And it's difficult to know what's fake and what's real today, right? Because of AI and everything, and all this sort of fake content where, you know, you're staging your own thing. And I always remember seeing a video online about one of the manager of the HOA saying that if you don't let me in, I'll let myself in. And he was showing them the keys on the Ring doorbell camera. And I often think about that, and I think I wonder how much of that is true or how much of it was set up. Because you'd be changing the locks, and then you'd probably get a fine and stuff, but it's mad. Hopefully, yes, let's hope not. Let's hope not, because I think it'd be on a very slippery slide, I think, then. Using drones to find things for things like wrong curtains, potted plants. Wait, what? Mate, that's insane. Yeah, I don't know anywhere in the States where HOA can enter someone's property. Yeah, that might have been fake then. I think someone's F11 there. Yeah, I think that might be fake then, because the guy was wiggling the keys in front of the camera saying, well, if you don't let me in, I'll let myself in. And I remember thinking at the time, I thought, I wonder how much that's gotta be staged. Yeah, it could be, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Chommel, because I can quite imagine that the power does go to their head somewhat. We'll take a couple of rags. Right, just so you know, the random restarts will happen within the first 2 hours of the stream. So, if we don't get a random restart, then we should be good for another day. No, we've got the hatchet now, haven't we? Did I do in there? I can't, yeah, I did. Yeah, I got the rags, I can't remember. Even our landlords can't even... No, they can't. It's same in the UK. I don't think they can without a warrant. Yes. Yes, Chris. And I think I'm doing today's as well, mate. Let me just have a look. I think I'm doing today's as well. Yeah, we're doing today's as well. I've still got Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. And then I'm doing today's as well. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate all the help, mate. We were proper bigging you up yesterday. So yeah, thanks for all the help so far, Chris. It really is appreciated, mate. I know you've probably got better things to do, mate, than than sort out my PC issues. But no, mate, it's seriously, it's much appreciated, mate. I was kind of saying yesterday that that if we ever have a chance to meet up in real life, I'll be buying you a couple of beers, mate, for sure. You're you're one of the good guys, Chris. You're one of the good guys, mate. I appreciate all you've done as well. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, cheers, Chris. And I definitely, last night, wasn't watching car racing sims. Definitely not. Sat here working, which mostly involves waiting for things to do, go through automatically, so I have plenty of... Oh, I see. Is that how it works, is it? Gotcha. Hell yeah. That's the life, Chris. That is the life, mate. But yeah, I was watching some guys last night on like sim, racing sim, and they were the one guy. I think they were playing Forza, and they had a my whiskers are twitching. I might leave a lot of that. My whiskers are twitching, and they were playing Forza. And they had the Logitech wheel and pedals. And And they were playing Forza, and they were having a hell of a time trying to get, like, I assume it was a steering angle that they were trying to work out, whereby, you know, you go from the center, and then you go to the left, and then you go to the right. I assume that cross your touch, and then you go the other way, so they touch again. That's how it always used to be. I don't know what it's like in rallying now. They may have some fucking super duper quick racks, but that's how it used to be. You used to stand out straight in the middle, wheel straight, and then you'd steer to the left and. Oh my god, I'm muted. How long have I been muted for? Oh, bammers. I was talking about, sorry, how much of that did you not get? Right. I think it's because I'm touching my mic. I think it's because I've got like a little mute button on the top. I think that's what's doing it. Not long. Oh, okay. I was on about the steering angle I was. Now, it used to be how it would go straight. And then full lock would be to the left until your arms touch, and full lock right would be right until your arms touch. That's how it used to be in the rally car. And then you're not bloody, you know. Or is it in the racing cars? I can't remember. Yeah. Good morning, Chernobyl. Good morning, class. I'm sorry. How are you, dude? Not long. You talking about steering? Yeah. Nice, dude. I think that's how it used to work. I'm sure that's how it used to work. But now I've said it, I'm not too sure. He is, yeah, he is the tech legend. He absolutely is. One thing I've noticed, right? Put the wheel of free... Coop, yes, Coop. That's what they were saying. So it was a father and son who were playing Forza. And... the dad was like, oh, I have it on 360. I have it on 360, and the lad, I say lad, he was probably in mid 20s, and he was saying, but it's got too much input, you know. It's not like a car or something. He was saying, and that's what the dad was trying to say. Look, leave it on 360. He said. And his lad and his boy couldn't get his head around it until until it reboots again. I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't reboot again, but yeah, there we go. I've never noticed this before. There's a loft hatch up there to the roof. I've never noticed that. Never. How have I not noticed that before? Yeah. That's what they reckon, Chris. This bloke had his on 360 as well, mate. I've never noticed that loft hatch before on that ladder. You know what they say? Players don't look up. Just proved that. But there's no... oh, there's a little loft up there, look. Probably goes in a little loft. Yeah, I can drift as well, mate. I was watching some... when you watch a couple of sim racing streams, the algorithm then serves you up drifting. And you get bloody loads of them drifting. What is that? CR with a scope. Scope's a bit beaten up. Right, we're not going to the well. My whiskers were twitching down there before. Let's go this way. But yeah, we shall keep an eye on the reboots. But I'd probably imagine that Chris has nailed it on the head. Nailed it. I don't know. Chris, I think Chris has nailed it. Because the more that I went to research it, the more I researched it, the more it just made sense, Chris. Yeah, don't say it. Don't say it, Bammers. But yeah, the more I researched it, the more it made sense, mate. I was like, why have I not, you know, thought about this? Oh, he's stuck on there. But yeah, but the minute you said it, Chris, you know, in the Discord, I was like, oh my god, yes. And then I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to download the Corsair software. Oh. I'm not a fan of the Corsair software. It is absolutely horrendous stuff. Absolutely horrendous stuff it is. Like it's something like 4 GB of storage, right? That it takes up just to control the RGB. And then it never works. I can never get it to work. I can never seem to find the right RGB hub I've got. So you end up selecting something that's sort of working, and then you find that the other things don't work, and then if you don't save it to device memory, that when you uninstall it, it goes right back to what it was, and it's just full of rainbows. So so that's why I had to reinstall the software a second time, Chris. Because I uninstalled it, but I didn't save all the RGB to memory. So I had to go back in. And I think when I went back in, see, it reset all the RGB again. So I think when you download that software, it factory resets... resets the RGB, the single rail multi-rail thing. So I had to go back in, set it all to save to memory, and then come out of it, delete all. But what I did, Chris, before I uninstalled the program, I flicked it across to single rail protection and then removed the USB. And then uninstalled it just in case it fed something back to the... Just in case it's fed something back to the PSU to reset it back to multi. So yeah, we've done that. Yeah, it is, mate. I mean, yeah. What was doing it to me, right, was that Corsair had this random SDK file that it was logging as well to your PC, and I can't stand that. I just can't stand that you have these computer programs, right, and it's storing little files in every little aspect of your you know, of your PC. I can't stand it. And Corsair, they're some of the worst for it. And it's like with the NVIDIA app as well, right? So every time you go Control Z to get the NVIDIA settings up for your temperatures and stuff, right? It stores a little file on your C drive. Just stores a random notepad file. And I remember the one day going in my C drive thinking, what are all these fucking output logs? And it was every time, and I researched the internet. And I couldn't find no one that had the same issue as me. So I thought, right, it must be something I'm doing. So sure enough, I cleared the files. And then I just bought the Control-Alt-Z up to bring up all the NVIDIA figures and stuff. And sure enough, it just logged this file. I was like, Jesus. That's what it is. So I've not got the NVIDIA app on my PC. And now that they've done away with the NVIDIA settings, I've done away with that as well. We've got no NVIDIA control panel now. They've done away with that in the last update. And I've not got the NVIDIA app. The NVIDIA app, right? That was 5 gig, I think. NVIDIA app was. It's horrendous. Just to download some drivers. So I download the drivers myself. I'm gonna need that. Well, I don't know. It's a shame you can't see any configuration. That is definitely. Yeah, exactly. And I was looking at power supplies last night, Chris, and which ones have got a physical switch on the back. Morning, Jay. Morning, dude. How are we, buddy? I was looking at power supplies last night that have a physical switch on the back. That you can turn it from multi to single. Now, I was looking at I was looking at a power supply in Argos that was 150 quid. It's the RME 1000, but I don't think it will be enough because it hasn't got the it hasn't got the connectors for the. It hasn't got enough ports in the back for the graphics card. And then I was looking at the HX 1500i last night. That's what I was that's what I'm planning on doing, mate. That's what I'm gonna do. So I was looking at the HX 1500i, but that's got a multi-rail and single rail switch, which you can use, which you can switch via the software. You have the RME 1000E. I think that was the one I was looking at. But Chris, I couldn't see that I had enough things in the back, mate, for the free 6x2 connectors for the graphics card, or have you only got, or have you just got those single? Have you got the one single connector? Because you've got the 50. You've got a 50 series card, haven't you? But that's what I'm going to do, mate. I think I'm just going to buy a single rail PSU, I think. Not sure. Mine uses the Melty 12. Yeah, you've got the single. Yeah, you've got the single connector because you've got the 50 series card. Yeah. Yeah. You've got the single one, haven't you? See, I've got 3. So I need a power supply that's got 3, at least 5 3+2 connectors, because 2 are for the what is it? ESPs or whatever, you know, the 2 8-pin connectors at the top of the motherboard. I need 2 for that, and then I need 3 for the graphics card. I was just check what an 8. Yeah, mate. Right, okay. Let me guess. Right, I reckon. Right, an 8 terabyte SSD, 1,600 quid. Because it used to be 50. It used to be 50 quid per terabyte. That's how it used to be. But now it's gone up to something like 200 quid a terabyte. So, yeah, I think you're looking at 1,600 quid, mate. No! Whoa! No way! Jesus! Mate, that is insane. That is insane. How can they get away with wow. 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 That's blown my mind, that is. I use a tough power 12. Do you? Yeah, so we're looking for a power supply, Coop. Well, potentially. Because at the minute we think we put it on to single rail protection. And it was on multi-rail protection, hence why we were getting the lights on the graphics cards and the random restarts as well. So, but I think I'll probably peace of mind if I just buy one that's single rail protection that's got, you know, that hasn't got, you know. I bought a 4-turbo SSD 18 minutes. I know, Chris. That's how it used to be, mate. It used to be around 50 quid per terabyte. So that would be about right if you got that on sale as well, or you got a good price of it. Man, that is a good price, dude. That is a good price. Mate, how that fires up to 1850 90 nicely. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, is that a single rail PSU, Coop, or is that a multi-rail? Because I think we've sort of, we knew that we had a power issue, however that might, you know, however that might present itself, either random restarts or lights on the graphics card. And Chris has nailed it down to, he seems to think, he's pretty sure that it's going to be this sort of single rail or multi-rail protection. And we put it on the single rail protection because of all the random transient spikes it gets in power demand. So yeah, we tried that. 2 terabyte NVMe drive to, mate, it's mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad, Chris. Like, how much are those 2 terabyte NVMe's, mate? 400 quid? Yeah, yeah. I think we'll probably do that, Chris. That's not a bad shout, actually. See how it goes, innit? Yeah, true. Yeah, you're very true, mate, actually. Because, you know what, Chris? I was thinking about this yesterday. We were talking about it yesterday, actually, that imagine if I'd gone out and bought a new PSU. Because what I would have done, I would have been none the wiser, right? And I think I would have gone for the same type of PSU. I think I would have gone for the same one, say. So, you know, we could have spent all the money and then for it to come on again. What I found interesting, I don't know if you watched that video that I sent you from Jay's 2 cents. But he was talking about if you've got a multi-rail PSU, then that you should have those 2 wires that go into those 2 connectors. The 2 8-pin connectors that go into, no, or the 6s, whatever. You know, those 2 that go into the motherboard at the top. He said if you've got a multi-rail PSU, what you can do is, if you look on your PSU where the plugs go in, they'll have a box around them to say which rails they're on. And he says that what you should do if you've got that is stick those 2 ESP connectors or whatever they are onto one block of rails, and then put your graphics card onto the other onto a different block of rails. So he said, just have a look if you've got an outline around those blocks. I looked on mine, and I've not got the blocks around the plugs. So that just must be, you know, just all one. Exactly, Chris, because I was thinking, right, I was thinking when I saw that Chris Titus, sorry, not Chris Titus, Jay's 2 cents video. I'm pretty sure I did that the last time, Chris. I'm pretty sure I had those 2 motherboard plugs on like, so I've got 10 6x2s, right? So I had the motherboard ones on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or have I got 8? I've got 8 or 10, I can't remember, but anyway. So I left them on the 1 to 5 rail, and then I put the PSU onto the other rail. That's what I was thinking, Chris, because I did that, and I'm pretty sure I had the lights on. I'm pretty sure I did. Because I changed it back. Now, unless I changed it back after cleaning the PC, not realizing what I was doing, and in fact I had him on the right rails and the lights, I cannot remember why I put them all back on the same, why I put them all on 1 to 5, but I did have them. I had 2 on 1 to 5, and then the graphics card on 6 to 10, and I can't remember why I switched them back. And I can't remember if I switched it back because it looked, you know, once I was cleaning my case out, did it look tidy? Did it look cleaner? I don't know. Or did I have an issue that made me change it back? I'm not sure. But yeah. But it was interesting when he said that. I was like, ooh. And then I looked on the back of my power supply, Chris, and I've not got the box around my plugs to show me which rails are on which, you know. One main and one protector board. Nice, dude. Yeah. Well, I don't think I can run the multi-rail protection. I don't think I can, mate, because it's because of those because of the spikes that I get in power delivery. And the more you research it, the more you find out that it's a common problem with the 3090s. They're just so sensitive to fluctuations in power, and they just have this little spike in demand, and the power supply just panics and shuts off, and that's where our restarts are coming from. Me and Chris believe, and then it either presents itself as a random restart or it presents itself as flashing lights. Where did you go? Okay. But yeah. So we shall see. We shall see how we get on. That's all we can do, isn't it? That's all we can do, just try things, you know what I mean? Like, and at the minute, the things that I'm trying cost me nothing except a little bit of anxiety. But yeah. So we'll see how we go. I'm pretty sure that's what it will be, because all the research that I did talked about this multi-rail protection with the 3090s. Because they're a touchy card anyway. You know, you only have to do your research on them to know that you know, they're very, very sensitive to the power delivery. I think so, Chris. Mate, the more I think about it, the more I talk about it, the more it makes sense. And now would be why we've always had the problem, mate. Always had the problem. Yeah. Yeah. And because like me and the missus, you know, like I always bend her ear about it, and I, you know, I'm saying to it, it cannot be temperatures, it just can't, because I can stream for 7-8 hours, not a problem, and then I can stream for an hour and a half, bang, it goes. And which, yeah, and it just couldn't be. So it had to be something that, yeah, you know, that we weren't looking at. Oh, they're right on the limit power-wise. Only 90 series cards are, yeah. They just, yeah, they. One of the big things with the 30 series cards is those lights on the graphics card, right? You can download. I don't know if you know about this, Chris, by the way. I don't know if I said, actually, that you can download Asus GPU tweaker, and it's got a toggle switch. That's zigzag. You've got a toggle switch. Oh no, she looked agged. Yeah, sorry. So you can download Asus GPU tweaker, and turn off there's a toggle in the settings that you can turn off that prevents that light from coming on. It's that well known. Asus have got a switch for it that you can turn it off in the software. Now the only reason I didn't do that is because I didn't want to make things. I didn't want to turn it off and find out that it was something much bigger, and we're you know, and we're cooking the PSU or whatever. But yeah, they've even got it in the software, mate. The little toggle switch, because it's that known. It's that known for these little, you know, these little. It's so, the 30 series card, the 3990. It's so sensitive. Come on, Doris. Let's get you in here, my darling. Oh, Doris and oh, can we get two in here? Come on, Doris. Yes. Never in doubt. But yeah, when you've got, yeah, Chris, when you've got people, when you've got a company making a switch to turn that off, mad, isn't it? So yeah, let's hope it's that, mate. Let's hope it's that. And of course, I didn't download the software because, yeah, yeah. I think we all know, don't we, that Bammers doesn't like to download unnecessary software unless it, you know, unless it serves a function, i.e. mows a pit wall or pit home, whatever they call it. Or yeah, like we even got rid, right, of Nvidia, the Nvidia app. We even got rid of that. They I don't know what it's like in other parts, but in the last update that Nvidia did to the app, was it a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. They removed the control panel. Pit house, that's it, mate. Yeah, we'll have the pit house on, Chris. They removed the Nvidia control panel, so it's all now controlled through the Nvidia app. You can still get the Nvidia app on the Windows Store. I was like, nah. Nah. No thanks. So, I'm like, nah, I can do without it now. So we haven't got the NVIDIA app or control panel. Yeah. Yeah. So we get all our drivers directly from the manufacturer, directly from NVIDIA, and then when you do the download for the drivers, it prompts you for the NVIDIA app. I'm like, the app is like 5 gig or something ridiculous for like 4 or 5 gig. Just to download your drivers and stuff. I'm like, yeah, get out of here. Pithouse runs at 1% CPU and 500 mega right now, which isn't horrendous. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? Yeah, you can cope with that, mate. Yeah, that's okay. That is. Sim racing is going to wind you up then, all wheels. Yeah, but I've kind of come to terms with it, Chris. That is that all it is? 1 gig. See, that's what I mean, mate. And it serves the function, whereas the NVIDIA app wasn't like I wasn't using the shadow play, and it was just sitting there. Every update you'd see just half a gig missing here, half a gig missing there. Oh, we'll take another gig here, and I'm like, no chance. So I got it gone. If I can come to terms with it, Chris. Exactly, and it is about a trade-off. It's why I look at the app and I think, right, what does that app serve me? How much app is that? How much app is that? How much size is the app going to take? Right? How does it benefit me, or does it benefit them? And that's how I kind of look at it. And then I think, right, okay, so if I do that, I'm going to need that. So I kind of come to terms with it. But yeah, don't use the app, Coop. Mate, I run the DDU installer the other week. Got it all gone, mate. Got it all gone. And the software was like 5 gig, mate. Yeah, just full of ads. Exactly, mate. Exactly, just full of ads for them. Exactly, 5 gig, right? Just a 5 gig bit of software just to update your drivers, because I wasn't using the shadow play, because the shadow play is awful, always messing up. So yeah, so I got it gone, and it's the same with Spotify. Right? I did have the Spotify app on the PC. I'm thinking, but I can if I uninstall the Spotify app, I can just use the web browser, and you can. We save a gig or two just there. If DayZ, right, a new game, right, so I can run Grey Zone Warfare, right, on my hard drive, right, and it runs like a dream. I stick DayZ on my hard drive and it starts stuttering. If DayZ could optimize their game, I'd have it off the SSD, which would be 25 gigs saved straight off the bat. Or is it 24.5 or whatever it is now? Straight off the bat. I'd stick it on the hard drive, but I can't because I get these micro stutters. So, but yeah. But that's what I do. I treat my hard drive space like real estate. I look at it and I'm thinking, right, this is how much I value my SSD on my hard drive. How much am I willing? How much of that real estate am I giving to you? Got rid of all my spinning discs. It's actually massively improved. Spinning discs? What's that, mate? But yeah, that's how I look at my real estate. I got you. And from that, I mean hard drives. My Windows my Windows has always been on my NVMe, and then I've got hard drive for games, and I got an external hard drive for storing like screenshots and OBS stuff and what have you. But yeah, because I'm thinking of moving like my Stream Deck software and Wavelink onto my hard drive. I've been thinking about it. It's been, is it? Yeah. Yeah, M.5? What the hell's an M.5? Rest is SSD. M.5? Don't think I've ever heard of an M.5. Jesus. Yeah, so I've got my M.2s like running, you know, the minimum. And I try and keep that as clean as I can. Yeah, but that's how I do it. I treat my drives like real estate, and I just think, right, if I 3 times 2 M.2 is it? Yeah, I need a couple of more of them. So I've got 2 NVMe slots on the motherboard, Chris, and I was looking at getting a 4 terabyte NVMe a couple of years ago. It's sticking the Windows on that, and then getting another one, and it was something like 380 something quid for a 4 terabyte. Now I think you can buy a car cheaper. It's ridiculous. But that's how I do it. Yeah, I look at my drive space, and I'm like, right, what are you giving me in return for my real estate? Like, if they're giving me the minimum, which a lot of these companies are, they're giving you like the, you know, the bit in minimum. Like, you look at Nvidia, you know, the shadow play, and yeah, okay, you had some settings in the background that you could change for your colors and stuff, but, and then I think, well, how can I, you know, can I live without this and do what I'm doing by something else? Because a lot of these companies now, they're lazy. They're like, you only have to look at my microslop. Like, it's update after update, they're breaking something, and I reckon the only reason why they updates, and you only have to look at a couple of updates, you know, Nvidia, Windows, AMD, they've all got the same thing going on. Like, you know, they release these updates, and the updates break into something. And I reckon what they're doing, they're getting AI to develop the code for them for the updates, and I think that's why they're breaking so much. Put a big file to the second M. While running a game, GPU frame was identical. I copied a big file to that second M.2 while running a game, benchmark on GPU. Was it nice, dude? Hell yeah. Like, I look at Corsair IQ, right? And you've just got software. Use AI code for me at work. For me and most others, it's giving better, cleaner code. Oh, okay. So it is just microslop being microslop then. Because I thought that's perhaps what was doing it, was that they were using AI to develop the code for the updates, and that it's breaking that way. That was my take on it, but guess not then. Problem software, it's complicated, has to deal with so much interaction with other. Oh, okay, got you. All right, it's probably just coincidental then that since AI has come out, updates are getting worse. But yeah, probably just coincidental. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, it's like, Chris, it's like with Windows, right? Windows have they introduced it a couple of years ago, where you can control your RGB through Windows, but because of the whole kind of, we don't want to step on the shoes of Corsair and all the big suppliers, you can't control your Corsair RGB with Windows. Or that's how it was up to about a year ago anyway. Because it is bloated, mate. It absolutely is bloated. I will agree with you on that one, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, you know, as a gamer, and I know that there was talk, Chris, I don't know, you'll know more about this than me anyway, but there was a talk of them developing an operating system, Windows now, for gamers, so like a really, really scaled down, unbloated operated system for Windows. Because I have no desire, right, of using OneDrive. I have no desire of using Word or 365 or Copilot, Windows Game Bar, Xbox Game Bar, Film and TV, all the other slop that they stick in it. I have no interest in using that. You can get Windows 11 IoT edition. What is that, mate? I've never heard of that. IoT? Is that what that is? This is going to chase me. They're going to chase me down. Because I'm kind of... I was looking at SteamOS. Because that will be... That will be the next thing, won't it? Oh, you missed. Didn't that time, Bammers? Got two on you. Right, should we do away with that? Do away with a single. Right, we need the well. Let's hit Electro. Windows 11 IoT. I've never heard of IoT, mate. I've got Windows Home, I have. IoT is used like cash machines, automatic controls and things like that. Small low-power devices that need small... Oh, okay. Got ya. Got a PC that's no bigger than an external hard drive. I've got a PC that's no... Oh, yeah, those are the micro PCs, aren't they? Or, no. The mini PCs. I do see a lot of them, those around. I was thinking about... Because my boy wants a PC. And I was thinking about getting him a little... a micro one. Sorry, a mini one. There's Windows and just Windows. It's just stuff like Xbox stuff, which I use for Forza. Then you have to install it yourself. If you want stuff like Xbox, do you have to use? Oh, I suppose. So how are you? That sounds good, doesn't it? That would work. Because how? So I'm assuming then, for you to get Forza, have you bought that on the Xbox, hence why you download it for your PC? Or have you bought it through Steam and then Xbox have said, oh, by the way, you need the game bar or whatever? Because that would be a complete turn off for me, that would. If Windows turn around and say, oh, by the way, you've just bought the game, but... You now need the game. You now need to download the game bar. I'd be like, no, thank you. Refund. I have it on Steam, but because it's Microsoft crossplay with Xbox, it needs. Then it needs the Xbox. Wow. So you buy it on Steam, and then Xbox micro slot. Then want you to... Nah. It'd be... So you have to download the game bar, do you? Or you have to... Or something, or the... Is that what you have to do? You have to buy it off Steam. And then download whatever it is to run it on the PC. Oh, I thought that was a PU scope then. Got one round in that. We'll take it. No, mate. No. That would be a big no for me, that would. That would be a big no for me, that would. I don't go in for all that. I don't know. Xbox Game Studios need to be installed. I think it installs it if it's not there. It's all pretty slick and non-intrusive, but yeah, mate, no. Nah. Nah. You know what? I'm cooking already. It's 27.5 degrees, right? And it's 11 o'clock. I am cooking. Jesus. You can feel the heat coming through the blinds. And you know what, right? And I very, very often think about this. And yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, Chris. But, and I know, and I think we're probably going to say the same thing. My undesirable nature to have to download additional things just to play a game is inhibiting my enjoyment of gaming. I know that. I know that. You know, no one has to tell me that. It probably is, mate. It probably is. Yeah. But it's just all the extra slop that comes with. Do you know what I mean? It's just all the extra slop that comes with it. And I know it does inhibit me. It does inhibit me, mate. I know that. You know, no one has to say that. But I think I've just grown up with. I think I've just of the attitude, and I've just grown. I've just. I don't know. I don't know why I am the way I am. I don't know. I don't know. It's just who I am. It's just who I am. I don't like additional software. And I just see a lot of it is slop, and I don't know why wasn't there said you just run up that field then? But I don't see it. So I don't know. Yeah, and I am the way I am, Chris, do you know what I mean? Like I do try and change, I do try and be different. Or I do try and take myself out of my comfort zone. Because I know it does inhibit what games I play with the way I think. And yeah. Yeah, not at the minute, Coop. But I'm just I don't know, I'm just the way I am, you know. Oh, you! That didn't break my leg. That didn't break my leg. Unlucky, sunshine. Unlucky. Unlucky, sunshine. Unlucky. Unlucky. Are those shots in carry me again? Are those shots in Cammy? I've got one round in the are those in Cammy? Oh, they up the road at the. Oh, I need the well anyway. We can't. I need the well. Hey Sky Blue, how you doing? I know, right? We've dodged it twice. We dodged one the other week, didn't we? Yeah. I am what I am, you know. I don't know why I am the way I am, but I am the way I am, and I can't change that. And I know, you know, I am probably missing out on a lot of new games because of the way I am, but I can't change it. You know, I can't change the way I feel. Because for me, right, I don't know how it is for everyone else, right, but... And I've always been the same. Always been the same. So I'll download something. And then I'll go to bed that night. And it will be in my mind. And I'll be... It'll be in my mind. I'll be like, Bam, do you need that? Do you need that software? Really? And you're like, yeah, you probably don't, mate. Do you really need to play that game and have that X? And that's what my mind just goes over and over and over like that. Then I end up deleting it. I do Sky Brew. I do. We played Monday to Friday. With sometimes a little weekend stream thrown in on the top. We will play probably, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Because we've not played Hell Let Loose World War II in a while, but yeah. Looking forward to it. Nice, dude. Yeah, we'll don't think I had to drop that, did I? I don't think. But yeah, I can't help the way I am, you know, I can't help that I have a distaste to downloading software and stuff. It's almost like it's almost like compulsive behavior in me. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't know. I just can't help, you know. I just can't help who I am. It is, Chris. It is. And I've always been the same, mate. Always been the same. And yeah, very much so, Chris. Very, very much so. If I see that I've lost a gigabyte storage, I go searching for it. And I mean, I search for all the files. Where's that gone? Right, where's that gone? Oh, got that there. Right, okay, don't need that. And it is compulsive. It is. Definitely is. Yeah. And you know, I think we're better off probably taking... Can't combine the rice, can you? Oh, you can combine the rice. Yeah. So, peeps, that shot sounded like... Those shots sounded like they were in Cami. Now... Well... No, let me start that again. Those shots sounded like that they were on the edge of a Electro here, just on the corner above the church. But last week we did that. It was in Cami. I don't know. But yeah, so I'll go searching for, you know, where that space has gone, where has that space gone, and yeah. Yeah, exactly, Coop, exactly. And it's just, and I know it does inhibit my, it inhibits my growth as well. It's why we haven't gone multi-streaming, right? Is because I'm waiting for OBS to make it natively without the plugin. I don't want to download plugins because it's extra shit on your PC. I know, we're in rough shape, Harper. How you doing, mate? Good to see you, dude. We got a water ball in real life, but not in game. How are you, buddy? Hope you're all well. But yeah, it's why we've not gone multi-streaming yet. One, because because we've been having PC issues, so that's one why we've not done it. And second, it's like I don't want to download plugins. And I was going to go to Meld, right? I was going to go to Meld, but I'm not sure I like what Meld are doing. You know, there's a lot of basic functions that Meld haven't got that they should have, but yet they've gone down the AI route, which seems bizarre, you know. And yes, okay, I know they've got investors, I know that, hence why they've gone down the AI route, but they should have been. Mate, I've tried AETM, mate. I've tried AETM, I've tried SE Live, mate. I don't like how they behave. They completely SE Live and SE Live completely took over my OBS. Completely took over. Changed the colors, the fonts, the lot. And I was like no way. So I uninstalled that. And then I tried ATEM plugin. It is SE Live is awful. And then I tried ATEM plug, and I've tried that twice. SE Live broke my OBS as well, mate. Yeah, and so did ATEM as well, and I'll tell you why. I've had it twice. The first time they were running ads. You know the little box that you have your vertical stream in. They were running ads in there for no, it wasn't Restream. Who's the ones that owned? The ones that do all the owns the ones that do all the streaming packages and stuff. Yo, falling in love, hey mate, good to see you, dude. Welcome. So that was the first time I got it, so I uninstalled it because I thought it was pretty disgusting that, you know, they're running ads on your OBS. And then I downloaded it again. I think it was probably about 6-8 months ago. Or was it? It could have been more than that. Actually, probably about 9 months ago. And it was running fine. And then I updated it. It wouldn't allow me to stream unless I updated ATEM plugin, right? It almost kind of like locked my OBS. I updated it, changed all my profiles, the scenes, the lot, mixed them all up. So yeah, I got that gone. They removed the ads, Chris, about 2 years ago because of the backlash. Because everybody was saying, well, hang on a minute, I've not, you know, how dare you run ads on my PC? And yeah, they backtracked on it pretty quickly. But yeah, and then I downloaded it again, and I couldn't stream without updating the plugin. Update the plugin, and it just messed it all up. Everything, mate. Scenes, sources, the lot, all over the place. And I was like, no chance. So I got rid of it. I'm kind of hoping that OBS will bring in native multi-streaming without the need for a plugin. And I've tried to download the plugin. I've tried to download the Soriyuki plugin. But it's always flagged as a Trojan horse, always. And it's one of the main things on the forums. I've tried to download this, but it flags up as a Trojan horse. Is it safe to use? And she'll always come out and say, yeah, it's fine. It's just like a false positive. And everyone's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, I'll download that. I'm like, is it though? So that's why we can't use the Soriyuki one, because it's a plugin, and two, it comes up as a Trojan horse. I just need OBS to give an update whereby we can stream natively from OBS, have as many different stream keys as we want, all in OBS. That's all I want. Just all in the same program. Nothing different. Just all in the same program. It would be nice, Chris. It would, and it boggles my mind why they haven't done it. And I probably suspect why I know they haven't done it is because it's open source, right? So they want people to develop their own plugins and stuff. But you know, these things in OBS are part of the software. So why can't multi-streaming be part of that software? I don't get it. I think we're going to go back to Electro. We'll try and see if we can find this player. I don't know where they're shooting from. The last time this happened, it sounded like that they were sort of up there, but it wasn't. They were actually in Cami. That's how broken the sounds are. But yeah, it would be nice, Chris. It would really, really be nice. And yeah, it'd be nice if they got to a point where they did that. It really would. Because they must be thinking about it. They must be thinking as, you know, as a software thinking, well, hang on a minute, we've probably lost X amount of users to meld. And then there'll be some still on stream elements as well. So they must be looking at it thinking, well, why don't we just have our own, you know? I don't know. Bam and the dirt is gone. What's up? We're just getting that, did you? Happy 4th Friday. Yeah, it is for you, isn't it? Well, it is for us because it's Friday for you. How are you, Trippy? Good to see you, dude. So yeah, so that's why we've not multi-streamed, and I know it's my reluctancy to download plugins, and I was going to go with Meld, but Meld is quite resource heavy. So my OBS now is taking, as I talk, it's taking up 0.9% of the CPU. 0.9. And it will go up as much as 1. It's just gone up to 1.1 now. But it never goes more than that. Just chilled out at work. Nice, dude. Take it easy, mate. Take it easy. Yeah. It's Thursday. it's what? I can't even say that. It's I'm not even gonna attempt to say that, Chris. I can't even say it, mate. But yeah, so that's been my reluctance to why we haven't multi-streamed. You know, if only you could spend a day in my head, it would. Yeah, I think it'd come out. You'd be exhausted. And it's why I've not produced no long form content, because of DaVinci Resolve. I don't like how I can't say, you can save it to the D drive, but it's complicated. It's complicated. 4-day work weeks are great. Yeah, is that what you do? Is it, Chris? 4 days? Nice, mate. That is a responsible employer, that is, mate. Who wants to be working 5-6 days a week? But yeah. So there we are. That is the life of BAM. Why we haven't multi-streamed yet. Yeah, because OBS was meant to bring out well, I've not seen the update. I mean, it might be there, but I've not seen the big update. But they were meant to have like a dual canvas setup, sort of. We could have the vertical and the horizontal together. No, you could. I think you could flick between the two. No, not unless I've not enabled something. I'm yet to see it. It was meant to come out April, May this year, I think it was. Not unless it's been delayed. But yeah, so I was kind of hoping that the multi-streaming was going to be all in on that, but yeah. Never gone back 5 years. No, and so you shouldn't, Chris. So you shouldn't, mate. Almost 4 years now. 4-day week, dude. Hell yeah. Because that's it. Because that's the thing right there, Chris. That is that you've got a life, mate. You've got a life. You've got a family. You got things that you want to do. The things that you want to, you know. Without working 5-6 days a week and having 1 day off a week or 2 days off a week, and you're trying to cram it all into that, you know, those 2 days. I think we're gonna hit the hill, go over to Cami. How is that not full? So yeah, that's where we are, peeps. That's where we are with the whole multi-streaming downloads being in Bam's head. Yeah, that's where we are. So unfortunately, I can't change who I am. Well, I can, but yeah, it's difficult. You know what I mean? Exactly. My company did a lot of research over the year, found produce. Exactly. That's how it should be, Chris. You know, like, could you imagine working for a company like you do? You're working 4 days a week. You are going to be more productive, aren't you? You are, because you're going to think, well, I've got tomorrow off. He is the king of Canada, Trippy. How are you, mate? It's good to see you, dude. Happy Friday, sir. Right, that's where I thought some of the shots were coming from. There are no Zeds there. That was a possible place where they could have been coming from. You know the biggest difference? People no longer put pointless meats in because exactly. Because when I used to work in corporate. I worked for a governmental organisation that looked after the environment and blah blah blah, and the amount of meetings that I would go into that would last me, and I mean they would last all day. You know, you'd have a break and then you'd come back in. And then you're just thinking, why couldn't we had a phone call about this? Or an email. Someone sent an email that's taken about an hour to compose. And you just think, that could have been said in 2 minutes on a phone call. It's like my old, the manager always used to say to me, he said, Bam, if you ever need to get hold of me, ring me. Don't email me, because an email, I don't have to read an email. I can leave the email there all day if I wanted to. But with a phone call, if I'm at my desk and that phone call rings, I've got to get it. I've got to answer the call. And he said, you've got me then. You've got me for 2 minutes. So, yeah, that's what he always used to say to me. Exactly, Chris, and that's how it should be, mate. That's exactly how it should be. You know, pointless meetings that just waste everybody's time. Is that our shooter, maybe? 2 days off, give another 5 days, and then back 21 days. Shit's getting old. Yeah, it will, Trippy. It will, mate. It'll get fast pretty quickly. You work 21 days, get 2 off, then another 5 days, and then back in for 20. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna get boring pretty quickly. Very, very quickly, isn't it? It is. Oh my god, it's so warm in my room. It's already 28 degrees. What time are we? 11:30. That didn't sound like that was up towards. I wanted that didn't feel like that was our friend. I think we're gonna still scoot across the cami. Because I think this is where all the shots are coming from. I'm triple carrying as well. I got 1 shot in the CR. The money is good. Yeah. Yeah. The money's good, but it's the time, right? And tiring, and yeah, I get that, mate. I feel you. You know, I remember when I used to work in the garage. I was late teens, so, you know, my 20s, and I used to get up before the my little lad at the time. He's 28 now, but I used to get up when he was in bed, go to work, and come home when he was in bed. You know, I was doing 10, 11, 12-hour days, and then working a full Saturday and getting 1 day off a week. It was, yeah. Yeah, not good. So, mate, I feel you, Trippy. Like, it always amazes me, right, that these companies that like to work Saturdays, and they like to work full Saturdays as well, you know, they don't like to work a half day or anything. Why aren't they employing Saturday staff or weekend staff? You know, why are they employing, you know, like, because, you know, I always remember the old place I used to work at, they always used to say to me, can't get no one to work here because they don't want to work Saturdays. I don't understand why no one wants to work Saturdays. And I was like, because they've got a life. They don't want to be working Saturdays because perhaps they want to go out on a Friday night, or they want to go for a meal and they want to have, you know, a Saturday at home. You know, not everybody wants to work weekends. Are we going for that, or are we going to Cami? Let's go for that one. And he couldn't get it, and I used to say to him, well, why don't you just employ weekend staff, or staff that will work Friday and a Saturday and a Monday, and drop the hours of the people that don't want to work, you know, those kind of hours. And he could never see it. He could never see that these people didn't want to work Saturdays because they got a family, because they wanted to go out for a walk on a Saturday, or they want to go to the pub or wherever, you know. They do, Chris, and it is, yeah, it is. I find that incredibly sad that people living to work, not working to live, and that's the massive difference. I've now got. worried about the fake bear traps. For anyone that doesn't know, we just walked over the top of another bear trap and it didn't go off. Yeah, but it is weird, you know. My last job is in London, fair bit. I remember on a guy 7 a.m. would arrive. I left at 4. He stayed until 9. Went home. That's for me anyway, Chris. That's not a life, mate. For me. I reckon those shops were down there in the valley or up towards Storroy. We're gonna have a look up there. It is sad though, isn't it? When they, yeah. You left at 4? Bloody hell, mate. When I worked for the RSPB in Sandy, I used to travel down on a Monday and then come back on a Friday. And I used to have to leave my house in Mid Wales at 4 o'clock in the morning just to get there for 8 o'clock. It's official. Just hit 48 degrees in my room. 28, not 48. Fucking hell, Bam. Come on. I used to leave at 4 in the morning, just so I could beat the sort of 5-6 a.m. traffic at in Birmingham, and then I used to get there for about 8, 8:30. And then I come back then on Friday. Hated it, mate. Absolutely hated it. You know, you talk about, you know, that Sunday dread when you realise that you've got all that journey to do. It, mate, yeah, the anxiety was someone else. It was off the scale, mate. We used to get people from London to Newcastle. Wow, I couldn't believe the difference in work culture when they came. They wondered why people start. I know, mate. Yeah. Yeah, and I was the same before I worked at, you know, the RSPB. You would realise. I remember we went across to the Isle of Sheppey, and we were conducting a grassland survey on the island, and I remember being on the tube train at. So we got into London, and then we went from London then on the tube, and then we. How did we get across to Sheppey? Did we get a car? I can't remember anyway. It's fucking, I don't know, 15 years ago. But yeah, I remember being on the tube, mate, in rush hour, and oh my god, it was probably one of the worst experiences ever. Just having that amount of people on one train, and you've got your head in someone's armpit, you know. It was horrid, absolutely horrid. It was. Yeah, not for me. Not for this little old Welshman anyway. I can't see no Zeds down there, but how far are we out? 1,500 meters, roughly. Melissa was something. Yeah, mate. Mate. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah. You can do it on the purple app, Chernobyl. You can. If I was to multi-stream, then you could have it so that your Spotify playlist didn't come out on the VOD, so you don't get a copyright strike. You can do that. How is they heard me? Oh my god, I'm sweating already. It's just 28.1 degrees here. It is absolutely cocking. I don't know how long we're going to go today, chaps. I don't know. And I don't know what's happening tomorrow. I think I just saw a message off G saying that he's got a work to do tomorrow, but he is available Saturday. I don't really like to stream on a Saturday because I like that as chill out time. So we might not stream tomorrow. We might not stream tomorrow or the weekend, but we'll see. We shall see. Like, I'm just trying to think, have I got any other games downloaded? I don't think I have. We'll see. If we stream tomorrow, it might be a different game. Chris, talking of software being installed, right, with games, right? So, what really... And when I say upsets me, it kind of upsets my head. Right, and I find it very bizarre. So let's, for example, right, you download a game, right, and it uses the easy anti-cheat, right? When you download that game, right, it downloads that anti-cheat, rightly so, right? But when you uninstall that game, it doesn't take the easy anti-cheat with it. Now that proper winds me up. I'm on the believing, right? If you download a game and it downloads software, when you uninstall that game, it should take it all with it. And it seems to be the new meta on Steam now. If you have a look at these new games on Steam, it'll say requires easy anti-cheat installation, which needs to be manually uninstalled after you remove the game. And I'm like, I find that bizarre. Different game, can play Vane. I'm not sure on Vane. I need to do a little bit more researching on Vane. Chris, it did look very good. I need to play a little bit. I need to do a little bit more research on it. Oh, Chris, I don't know if you play Assetto Corsa, but Assetto Corsa, mate, is £3.87 at the minute. And I tell you what other game is free at the minute as well, is the developers of Fortnite made a game called Go Way Back. And it's like a, oh, I can't say the word, but every time you load into the game, the environment is different. I can't pronounce the word, but yeah. So it generates itself. That is free as well. The game you installed could be the one here to say, remember where me, oh my god, he cut me already? What the hell? Where is it? There. Exactly. Why haven't I bandaged? Yeah, so that's why they do it, right? That's why they do it, so that when you download your next game that you use is easy anti-cheat, you don't have to install it again. But for me personally, I would prefer to install it every time and uninstall it when I uninstall the game. But that's just me. Should we repair this? I think we should. I'm absolutely boiling. Yeah. It's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing to do with. Yeah, I'm fucking chicken. It's got nothing to do with It's got nothing to do with it being malicious or anything like that. I'm not, I'm not saying that, but I just kind of wish that the software should, should go out with the game, and then your next game will just download it again. That's how it should be. Well, that's how I'd like it to be, but I don't think they're gonna do it though, are they? I don't know, but it seems to be the meta, mate, at the minute. Oh, you download this game, by the way, you've got to manually uninstall Easy Anti-Cheat. Right, we're gonna go up and around, just in case there's someone in that town. But yeah, Chris, yeah, so Assetto Corsa is £3.87. And there's a game which I think you might like called Go Way Back. It's a hardcore survival game. I think it's only single player, I think. That's free as well. I don't know how long it's free for. But that might be one I don't know. I bought so many games, right? I'm always a little reluctant to buy games, right? Because I bought so many. And they just sit there. And I look at my library. I'm thinking, oh. It's like I bought Humanic Z. I've never played it. It looks great. It looks a great game. Could we play that on Friday, perhaps? I don't know. I'll have a think about it. It depends how warm it is. I might just want to lie in the bath. Since day one, honestly, I never fully got into. Okay. Yeah, because the 3 games I see that are being played at the minute, Chris. Well, the 4, sorry. Assetto Corsa, Forza, iRacing, and LMU. Are those the 4 I see? Yeah, I think those are the 4 I see. Did you just kill a chicken with a shotgun? Never seen that. Yes, with the repeater it was, Arthur. Chickens absolutely do my head in. And every time we hear one, and they interrupt my my flow, they've got to go, mate. They've got to go. Right, what is that? 200. Lovely. The lean is just off to our right. We have got sheep up here. Is it worth going down to Delina? Coming on the wrong side of this town. We're on the lower side, which isn't great. Feeling hot, hot, hot. 28.2. And it's not even 12 o'clock. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Oh. Did we all see the number 2 from DayZ yesterday on various social platforms? They've confirmed DayZ 2 is in the making, which didn't we know that already? Or is it just me? Because or was there only rumours, perhaps? Was it just rumours? Yeah, it could have been just rumours. Well, apparently it's now confirmed anyway. DayZ 2 is in the making. When that comes out, I don't know. Your guess will be as good as mine. Yeah, gonna be spitting pellets. Yeah, a bit of buckshot. Never hurt no one. And I assume that the content creators that they've taken out there as well, they've probably played a little bit of Badlands as well. That's what I'm That's what I'm kind of thinking they've done. They've taken them out there, sort of confirmed DayZ 2, and sort of given them the rundown on it. And then I'm assuming that they've played a little bit of Badlands as well, because I should have thought there'll be some way of playing it. There's too many trees here. Cannot see a thing. They know, don't they? The admins or the server, and we're like, well, okay, well, Bam knows about that spot. So, yeah, he knows about, oh yeah, he knows about that one. 3 there, he knows about that one. Oh, typical, isn't it? Standing in the middle of nowhere, right? Standing in the middle of a deer stand. What? Temperature GPU was 69. Graphics card, no, GPU is 68. 69. CPU is 48. And my room is 28.2. We are fucking. Doesn't look like no one's gone through the, well, let me just rephrase that. Doesn't look, Delina. Doesn't look like any dead Zeds, so that shots must have come up towards. I didn't know if the shots were here or up sort of the Roy way. Let's go and have a look what's going in Delina. I think I've got like 4 rounds in that. In the CR, but the scope is broken. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm assuming that with DayZ 2, will they be able to port the maps across? I'm assuming they will. I'm assuming that we'll still have Chernarus. Or once they move to the new engine, is that it? Do all the assets and the maps stay with DayZ? And we get a whole new group of maps on DayZ 2? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know. And then, you know, can the creator of someone like Deer Isle or port Deer Isle across to DayZ 2, or do they have to start again? Do they have to think, right, I'll leave Deer Isle on, I'll leave that on DayZ, but I can, you know, I can get a new map going on DayZ 2. I don't know how it works. Because there was a couple of rumblings a couple of weeks ago, wasn't there, that they were working on DayZ 2, because they had, I think it was in a Wobo. He had looked at, they had secured the name for it or something. That's what I'm thinking, Chris. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm imagining that if you're porting Chernarus across, Livonia across, Sakal across to the new engine, then it's surely gonna come. I don't know, but then again, they've just done Badlands, haven't they? But like, how much does that cost them to produce Badlands and Sakal, you know, in hours and stuff and money? So I'm probably assuming that they've got 2 teams, haven't they? One on DayZ 2 one on DayZ. And then the people on DayZ 2 are creating DayZ 2 stuff. And the people who are still left on DayZ are still creating DayZ stuff. And then there will come a time where there will be no need to produce DayZ stuff. Well, but as I said that, there's still stuff going on in Armour. So maybe they might. Yeah. That's how I kind of see it, Chris. Anyway, the DayZ 2 stuff will stay DayZ 2, and then DayZ will stay DayZ. That's how I think it will probably go. Yeah, September. Yeah, I think in September, October, maybe November. There is a lot of speculation around it at the minute, but it'll be interesting to see when that does come out. Does it come out before Grand Theft Auto 6? That is the thing. There's always a tree, in my view. So I think that shot was either the next little town down or up here. Yeah, I think, mate, I was just gonna say that, Chris. I think if you look on the game release calendar, I've not checked it myself. I'm only going off what I've seen on socials, but I don't believe there's a single game releasing in November because of Grand Theft. I could be wrong, and the person that did it at the time, it's probably changed, I don't know, but yeah, could you imagine releasing a game the same time as Grand Theft? Yeah, see, these controls have changed again. Fucking annoys me, it does. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's the branch in front of me. It looked like it was shimmering. I'm really finding it hard, you know, to locate these shots now. They've really messed up. There was an update to DayZ this morning. I don't know what they did. Or if it was a hotfix or something, or a server issue, or it wasn't Steam. It was definitely a DayZ update. Not unless it was Workshop. I don't know. Where's all the shooters? There's not even no Zeds. This is why we don't chase shots, peeps. Why we don't do it, because by the time we get here, they're gone. Might be worth doing the summer camp as well, because not a lot of people know about that summer camp. Yeah, even though it's got a nice big brown sign on the road. What's that? Is that a rock? Yeah, I think it's a rock, isn't it? Let's just move around a bit. I want to try and get a view into that PD if I can. There's a tree here that will... Yeah, that one. Yeah, front door's shut, see. There is a Z there now, but... No, we just turned on a sixpence. The Zeds are there, but they're not. Yeah, they're not agged. We I think we're looking at all like. I'm not even sure it works anymore, especially with the shooting. Do you know what I mean? Like, Zeds don't seem to go to the shots much anymore. Like, someone can shoot in town and the Zeds are like, oh, I didn't hear nothing. And then someone can walk past one about 70 meters and they're on it. They're like, oh, fucking hear that. I was like, 70 meters away, mate. Yeah, still heard it. What? 28.3. Oh my god, it's feeling hot. Have you, Arthur? We could do with a bit, mate. I don't think we've had proper rain in, well, not where I am in Wales anyway, in a good few weeks to a month, surely, mate. The reserves must be, the reservoirs must be getting a bit low, I think. I'm wondering, should I take the side off my case? The side that's the side with the PSU in it. And the thing is, it's drawn in dust then, do you know what I mean? Does that actually work? Chris would know. Chris, does that work, mate? If you take your sides off your case. No, don't do that. Oh, there you go. Can make things worse, right? Okay, I got you. Cheers, Chris. You answered my question before I before I asked it. Cheers, dude. You knew exactly what I was going to ask there, Chris. Just call him Mystic Meg. Alright, let's go over to the summer camp. Let's call him Mystic Meg. Sweet. Cheers, Chris. Cheers, mate. PSUs don't really get hot. Okay. Thank you, mate. Thank you, dude. What a guy. What a guy. Cheers, Chris. You're an absolute legend, mate. Of the highest order. Get a wet towel over your PC if it gets hot. What? A dripping one? Would that work? Disclaimer income. Yeah. Go and ask me missus now for a soaking wet beach towel. What do you want that for, mate? Oh, just a drip on the... Just put it over the PC. But your PC will get wet. Yeah, Jay said it's fine. Who's Jay? That's some guy on the internet. My friend on the internet, actually. Yeah, don't actually do it. It's just jokes. Yeah. Wait. Put it in the bath, Jay? Okay. I wonder if someone stepped in our bear trap. Kind of hope they have, you know. Are you streaming tonight, Chris, or is it Fridays? I can't remember. You don't get in it, yeah. Just had 2 tornado warnings? Jesus. We do get them very rarely. We'll get tomorrow morning. I mean, nice, dude. What is tomorrow morning stream? What is that, Chris? Is that going to be Brum Brum? Or what a hot... See, I would say that shot was inside. I have no idea where these shots are coming from. No idea. Just a little one tap. It sounded like a Mark II. Do you know what that does to Geordies? Yeah, it'll probably melt you, mate. It'll melt you. It'd melt me, I know that. It'd be Vane, Timberborn, or maybe some trucking. Nice. When you say trucking, Chris, does one mean Euro trucking? I cannot for the life of me. You played with nice, dude. Hell yeah. I do have EFT too. Not played that in years. 2,000-degree wheel rotation enable. Spin around, mate. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. I'm tempted to... Tempted to go round back on the hillside. Because that shot was inside. I thought it was here, but it may have been the opposite side of the hill. How can we not find no one today? Like... It's like they all know that Bammers is on the prowl. We've got to go in here anyway. We've got to have a look around anyway. Let's hope the shot was not from here. Yeah, I used to play EFT. But the guy I was playing it with, I don't know, just stopped. Like a lot of the games that we were playing together. Someone's been here. All the doors are open. Oh, I didn't pick up the rounds though, did you? Didn't tab out on the bench. On the bench. Bed. More there. Perhaps no one hasn't been here. Perhaps no one hasn't been here. Perhaps no one has. I don't know what's the matter with my speech lately. I don't know if it's all connected to my stutter or what. I don't know. But yeah, the games that we used to play don't play them together anymore. I don't know why. Life moves on, doesn't it? Life goes on, as they say. Right, is that a Z over there? No, it's a rock. I'm gonna drop down to this tree line here. It's like I bought dead zone? No. Oh, I can't remember the game we bought. And he was like, yeah, we're playing this a lot now. Played it twice. So, yeah. No, it was something, oh, it'll come to me in a minute. That is no... That shot... Was that one of the shots that we heard before? It was meant to be one of Dead Matter. No, it was one of... Was it Dead Matter? It was meant to be one of the DayZ killers. I think I played Dead Side. That's the one Arthur. Cheers, dude. Thank you, mate. Played it once. Red Dead Redemption now. Played that on Xbox. play the, you know, you buy all these, you buy all these games to play with your friends and stuff, and yeah, they don't play them, and you're like, okay, you do you. There is a Z there, but that's going to be on me. I'm thinking, do we chase the shots above me? Deadfall, just dead. Red dead. I'm dead, you're dead. I'm thinking we're going to pop up for those shots there, I think. I'm not sure we've... I'm not even sure I'm chasing the right shots here. The one sounded like it was from inside. But... I don't know what to think anymore. It's so difficult to track now, the shots are. Because I can't remember how I played EFT online, if I ever did. Because you got to have a mod to play it online, haven't you? Which I find... Which I can't get my head around that, especially today, where you know almost all games now are multiplayer. But you need a mod, don't you, Chris? I think for EFT, for online. I'm not even sure if I played it online with this guy or not. I'm not 100% sure. Or did I? I can't remember. Blanked it out. Don't know. I'm expecting a couple of Zeds down here. At least a couple of dead ones. Yeah, the PD's still in the state we left at. Is there a weapon repair kit in the Anne Frank? Or in that little shed here? I've got my nose has been twitching. I think there might be, you know. Feeling hot, hot, hot. My God, it's hot. It's 28.3 in here. I don't know how long we're going to go for. I really don't. I am not sure. Did I? I was going to say, did I not have rope? I'm not sure. But we've gone past the 2-hour mark anyway, which means that we won't get a restart now. We might get a light on the graphics card now, though. That's if it's going to turn up at all. That's when it tends to come on. Kind of hope, well, I do hope it doesn't actually, not kind of hoping, I do hope. You have to snap the stick 4 times, but you only get 3 sticks from it. Did I count that right? And how am I hot? I was hot from doing a bag. Okay. Oh my God, it's so warm. It is absolutely boiling. Oh, it's hot. It's hot for us, Arthur. It is absolutely smoking here, dude. It is smoking. So they were shooting from here then, but where? They were shooting from here, but where? Are those agged up there? Got no ag there. There's no way they'd go up the road without agging one of them. Not unless they went up the ditch. There's that bloody bush again that made it sound like someone's is on you. You'd almost say, right, they were shooting someone from inside, hence it was either inside or it was a Mark II pistol. Yeah. Oh, it's hot. It is hot. And the thing is, I'm in front of a PC, you know, that's giving off heat. And I dread to think what the outside is. Darvoid, welcome in, mate. How you doing, dude? It's good to see you, mate. And welcome to the stream, my friend. Dread to think what it is outside. It's meant to be 32 where we are today, 32, 33. Dread to think what that's going to be about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Are they still in town is the question. Cheers, mate. It's awful at the minute. I was looking at the map of France yesterday. And in Bordeaux, which is on the west coast of France, there isn't it? 42 in Bordeaux. Europe at the minute is literally cooking. You know, and you got parts of, you know, you would have to look at parts of Greece and places like that. Jeez, I can't even imagine. There was some guy was on Facebook saying something similar, or it's not that hot. You don't. People who moan about the cold now, or moan about the hot. Do you moan? They were kind of saying, "Oh, do you moan when you go on holidays?" And everyone was like, "Well, saying, well, it's different though." And he was like, "How is it different?" Well, of course it's different. I'm sat in front of a pool in an air-conditioned hotel with all inclusive, all you can eat and all you can drink. And I'm in and out of the pool. And I got sunshade. And the thing is, our homes in the UK are not built for this heat. You know, we're all built for insulation, right? Because of the cold, but yeah. Are they still in the PD? They're not running around outside the PD. If they're inside, right, they were making noise. The Zeds tend to sort of run around outside as well, but I don't know where they are. Just fired one shot off again. Yeah, it'd be cool, wouldn't it, eh? Store up that heat. Are they the only Zeds that are agged here? Yeah, just the police ones. Oh, well, I'm not sure they're either here or still camping or they've gone. But I cannot, for the life of me, see what they were shooting. Struggling today, I'm waiting to find these players. I think that was that shot that I heard from the summer camp. Where would they go? They go up the road. Gorka, maybe? Steroid tents. That was what I saw. Someone then. We'll soon know if we passed them because we locked. Did we lock every door except the first one? And that's why we locked the door. See, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Got a PD found out? Nah, definitely not. If someone's camping those stairs, mate. You'll be surprised how many players don't know about this summer camp here. They're like, there's a summer camp Delina here. It's just up the dirt road. Up the... Wait, what? Yeah. I think we left the first cabin open, I think. Don't think we closed it. I think I went to close it, but it didn't close. Yeah, look. First one's open, second one's closed. And that third one should be closed as well, which it is. So are they still in town? I feel it's going to be one of those streams now where we're just constantly following shots and not getting nowhere. I mean, it's good fun trying to work out where they've gone and which road they've taken, and I got 9 lives. I wish, mate. See if they've come up this way. The chances are they probably hit the dirt road up to Steroy. If not, they'll go Gorka direction. Now there were shots up that way as well after, so that road leads to Gorka too. It is only a game, however. Because it's a hardcore survival game, one of the main reasons for playing is staying alive for as long as you can. And I'm not about to run into a couple of rounds on the stairs of the PD. I don't mind someone else running into my rounds on the stairs, but I don't fancy doing that myself. I think we're a little bit... Yeah, we're a little bit too high, we are. We're in the next little... Oh, there is a Z there, there's one there. That is going to be me. That's going to be 300 meters. That road is what, 150? Oh no, it's probably 200, isn't it? Well, that'll be me. Like if they're happy to shoot, then they're happy to shoot all the time. No guts, no glory. I say stay alive for as long as you can. I say don't listen to others. Listen to you. Gotta be true to yourself, Arthur. They're not. Hit this tree line here. That's the road up to Steroy. No convoy. And look, we've got a lovely, well-placed bush right in our way. I'm wondering if there's still... I don't know. I don't know. They've either come up, looted, and gone back down, or they've gone out and I've not seen them. Yo, Gibby. Good morning, dude. How are you, buddy? How are we, my friend? Ah, I got ya. Got ya. Got ya. Got ya. You see? Patience pays off, mate. Patient pays off. Now, where would you go? Would you go up the road to the summer camp? And if so... they go summer camp. I'm going to take a risk here on them knowing that the summer camp in here. We should see them because they're wearing an all white top, so they'll be lovely and bright for me. I'm going to take... they have got a crossbow, so they're going to know about the summer camp, surely. Let's have a look what we can do here. Range, I think we're ranged at 200, I think. I love it when they wear a nice bright coat for me. So this pays off. They were doing the shed that we made our bag in, so they may take that bag. It was a red one. It was a red, so like a darky red Tulloon. $28.5 in my room. You're getting updates if you like it or not at this point. Alright, we're going to have to be on this back side. We're on the wrong side here. So we don't run into, we don't run into the Y coat here now. We need to be on that far side. I would have expected them to be here now. They'll probably do the houses on the road that we were looking at, the still with red. And then that's when they tend to come up here then. So hopefully. Fingers crossed. Do we go along another tree or two? Let's hope they don't come up this woodland here. I mean, we can see, but we haven't got the view that... It is hot, mate. It's very, very hot at the minute. I think we might hit a new record today, I think, for Wales. I think it's going to be at least 32, if not 33, 34. And the thing is, like, I don't know, I really can't, I find it bizarre how anybody enjoys this heat, unless you're on holidays. I don't know how anybody can enjoy this heat. Because you can't do anything, you're just sweating. Are they going to come up? If we see them, we can then move up to the tree on my right, and then we'll get a view in on that far window. Perhaps they don't know about it. Or perhaps they just camp in Delina. I'll give it a bit and then we'll move. I think it's going to be one of those today. Tell you what though, I tell you what I am happy about doing. I repasted my CPU. Was it 2 weeks ago? I'm so glad I did that. It's knocked about 7 degrees off the temperature, and it's now sitting at 48 at the minute. The CPU is. I dread to think if I hadn't repasted that. I dread to think where it'd be. I don't know what to do. Is this guy camp in the town or what they doing? I would have thought they'd known about this, but obviously not. Where have they got the crossbow then? Deerston maybe? Yeah, I reckon so. I've seen between 5 and 7 degrees decrease in temperature, Gibby, from what I was experiencing now and what I was experiencing before. There's roughly between 5 and 7 degrees of temperature difference. It has definitely been worthwhile. Yeah, this guy hasn't come this way, have they? I wonder if they've hit the I wonder if they've hit the summer camp. The convoy. Bloody hell. What is going on today? I don't know what will happen. I'll run into someone else and I'll just die third partied. I can almost guarantee it. To tell the truth, Bam, of all the UK streams I watch, you're the only one that is on. It must be. Oh, nice. Let's hope we're trying to capitalise on everybody else sweating. Nice. Hell yeah. Cheers, Arthur. I mean, I'm trying to get in on the Running Man viewers as well, because he's in Prague. I'm trying to get in on those viewers as well, but it ain't happening. Right, we'll go back down. We'll have another look. See if they're still in there. We kind of miss them. They're wearing white. They've either gone up the road there. They've gone straight up the road to Steroy. And that way. Or they camp in the town. Or we're going to run straight into them now. And die. And then that will probably be the stream because I'm too hot. Right, have they killed any Zeds at the... I don't... See, I don't see any Zeds there now. They should start to come in on me now. Did we get it... Did we call it wrong? Because there was the one in the blue jacket, wasn't there? They're not there no more. I think I got it wrong, didn't I? I think I called it wrong. I think perhaps we should have waited until he come out that shed to make a better decision, I think. There's a Z at the back there. Not Ag though. Gonna have a look. My God, it's so warm. It is ridiculous. Yeah, we're getting up to 29 degrees now. I think this might be it, peeps. I think I might have to call it. Even my lad's off school today. He's going to be... He's in the pool. He'll be sitting there all day, well. He'll come out of there. He'll come out of the pool all wrinkly. There's the road up to Steroy there. Oh well, let's just carry on. I mean, I could go around on that side and have a look down on the town from that direction again, but I kind of feel we need to move on. They've probably gone Steroy, say. And over the top. Yeah, when I did the new thermal paste, Gibby, I did put a picture in the community section of the channel. There wasn't a great deal on the cooler. There wasn't a great deal on it. I think they'd used a P size instead of an X pattern. I think they used the P size. It was literally, it was. When I pulled it off, when I pulled the cooler off, I was surprised at how little there was. They've not been here. They've not been here. Yeah, they've not been here. They've hit that road, haven't they? To Steroy. Guarantee it. That or the camping. Delina. Should we go back down on this one side? Let's go and have a look. I really hate to pull away from a fight like that, but we've got a nice breeze blowing through now. Keep blowing that breeze, and I won't have to come off stream. I'm gonna get my wife here to have a fan on me or something. Yeah, my lad's off school. What am I on? My lad's off school. My lad could stand by the side of me and just have the fan and miss some cool air in my face. Up the wash, how you doing, mate? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you, buddy. My phone's just pinged up. Oh, spaghettios. How are you, dudes? Good to see you, mate. Yeah, my missus just texted. There's more breeze today. It does feel like there's more breeze. Did I get... Is there a Discord notification? There isn't on the channel. I cannot get that bot to work. It stopped about 4 months ago. And it's just... Yeah, no, it stopped about 2 months ago. And I can't get the bot to work anymore. It puts a notification in the Discord when I go live. I played with it last night. But... Yeah. It's, it doesn't work. So I don't know why. I'll have to log in again and try it again. I'm not quite sure why it doesn't work. They say, don't they? If it's not broke, don't touch it. But if you don't touch it, it breaks like that. So I don't know. Ooh. Guys. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, doing good, mate. Doing good except for the heat. It's pretty hot. I'm thinking I might leave the stream here. We're touching 29 degrees here. The only thing is I'm not streaming tomorrow. That's the only downside. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. There's no G tomorrow. G's got something on with his work. So... yeah. Jesus. That one bush that makes it sound like there's someone next to you. And the time you don't look, the time that there is a player there, you're like, damn it, I should have looked. Yeah, doing good, mate, but the only thing is I've probably lost about, I don't know, 15 stone just sitting here this morning. Ugh. Pretty warm in the UK at the minute. It is meant to get cooler towards the weekend into next week, so hopefully normal service would have resumed next week. I mean, we've streamed every day this week, haven't we? So I think we've done okay. You know, we've pushed through it. We've pushed through the heat and what have you, and we've had a couple of kills and got a couple of content as well. So I don't think we can be too hard on ourselves, I don't think. But yeah, I think that I don't know. I'm looking at the temperatures of my graphics card. I'm just thinking how high are they gonna go? Well, it was sitting at 70 at the minute. 69, 70. It's hovering on. Where the CPU's all right. That's at 48, 47, 48 around there. If I could get more here in this little box room, it'd be all right. Yeah, you know what? I might call it here actually. Well, I think we'll call it. I'm sitting here and I'm just looking at my temperatures, just slowly creeping up. Yeah, let's go and log up here. Yeah, I'm gonna call it, guys. It's getting very warm. It's just about to go 29 degrees now. That player's obviously gone, so we'll leave the area and we'll get up in the woods up here. And then tomorrow, not unless so we don't stream in the night on a Friday. So what we'll probably do is see what the temperatures are like. If it's too hot and muggy, then there will be no stream, and then we'll be streaming again on Monday. Yeah, we'll catch you Monday, Arthur. Thank you, dude. We'll log out up here. We'll just get clear of Delina and we'll log out up here. It's just a little bit concerning seeing the temperatures just creep up, you know, with every sort of, you know, with every minute. But yeah, if we go any further, we'll be up in Staroy. We'll be on the dirt road. Oh, there we are. Dirt road. Staroy's just there. The camo tents are there. Right, I think this will be it. I'll go up here. Yeah, let's go here. It's too hot. Lovely. Right, guys, that's me. That is me. I am absolutely roasting. I think I've lost about 12 stone this morning alone, I think. Is there anybody to raid you out to? Is anyone else streaming?
On a trip, on a boat, on a lake. I'm tired of feeling all FOMO.
No. There's no one else streaming on my friends list. Alright. Guys, that is me. What can I say? Thank you so much for spending your day with me and sweating the day away. I do appreciate it. I don't think we're back tomorrow unless the weather improves. Unless the weather improves, I won't be back tomorrow. And I don't think I'll be streaming the weekend. So I think we'll probably see each other on Monday. Finding someone cool? I know, right, mate? The lad's got the pool in the garden. The missus and the lad have got the pool in the garden. So I might have to dip my toes in there, perhaps. All right, guys, that is me. I'm going to see you Monday, most probably. Look out that we might go live tonight. It just depends. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending your day with me. I love you all. Bye, guys.
And you can finally pull the tags on your Tommy Bahama shirt. Blue crush up on the 85-inch sound machine when we wanna hear the ocean. I think everything we need is right here. And there ain't a palm tree in sight, but there's not a cloud in your blue eyes. If we need a drink, I'll be the bartender. I got a fifth of Patron and a blender. Baby, slipping on a swimsuit is overrated. We don't need a beach to get a half naked. Life's too short, let's not waste it. Cause paradise is wherever we make it. Paradise is wherever we make it. Oh, this view of you, it's got everything I need. Yeah, the rooms, they're cheap. And if we don't wanna, we don't ever, ever, ever have to leave. Yeah, there might not be a palm tree inside, but there's not a cloud in your blue eyes. If we need a drink, I'll be the bartender. I got a fifth of Patron and a blender. Baby, slipping on a swimsuit is overrated. We don't need a beach to get a half naked. Life's too short, let's not waste it. Cause paradise is wherever we make it.